Welcome everyone to Tuesday's MUTV group chat. Hope you're fit and well. Premier League is back tomorrow, which I think everyone can't wait for that, including the panel who are back together again. David May, Ben Thornley, Danny Webber, Wes Brown. Boys, morning. How you doing?
Morning, mate.
The amount of time we've been doing this show, 3 months, or there are times, many times, you thought there's no chance of the Premier League coming back or football coming back anytime soon, maybe even this year, and yet it's happening tomorrow. Ben, you glad to see it back?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a long time in coming. Obviously, we've all spoken about reasons why it should and why it shouldn't come back, but they seem to have found a way. They found a model. The tests have all come up, 98, 99% positive. So they've seen that as a road to be able to get Premier League back on track for the country and obviously for the lads that have both in and out of the game that have missed it. So yeah, it's here tomorrow, and I think everybody, for whatever reason, is looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is it now, Danny, isn't it? We're going to be getting used to this for 6-7 weeks, or there is football like every day, isn't there? It's going to be unbelievable for a couple of months.
Yeah, no, it's mad because, like you say, you got 90 games that are all being televised over this platform. So yeah, it's good. Missus is going to hate it. Everyone else, but I'm going to be buzzing. So lock myself in the room, mate, and have a few and enjoy it.
Just before we bring our guest in today, just a little bit of reaction to yesterday's show. And we have Mark Robbins, Richie Wellens on. Just these on from social media. This one here, Mark Robbins, the man who saved Fergie's career and by extension ensured 2 decades of success for this club. Another one here. I wonder if the final guest of lockdown should be Sir Alex. I know millions would tune in to see that, but it is our final kind of lockdown show tomorrow. It's not Sir Alex. Sorry about that. Scott McDonald, love watching the group chat. Has Maisie ever played golf in East Lothian, Scotland? We've got the Gulf Coast our way. Would love a game with you, mate. I'd whip your butt. To Scott. Have you ever played that area, Maisie?
I haven't, mate. No, but if he wants to sort it out, absolutely. Yeah, I'll have a game up there. Not a problem. Kick his ass.
And this one from Mr. Peach, who says, David May, absolutely stealing a living.
Absolutely. Done it for the last 30 years, Stu. Long may it continue.
He's admitting it.
If he's asking, if he's telling me I'm stealing a living, what the hell are you doing?
Well, that's a fair point. Yeah, no, that is a fair point.
Oi, don't be big on Stu.
That's our guest. That is our guest. This one from Ian, loving it. Can't wait to see my boys back against Tottenham. And this is Ian from Singapore, who says, morning, lads. Just like to say the show's been fantastic. Everyone in Singapore loves it. I'm not so sure about it. Do they? Everyone in Singapore loves it. Stewart, you do very well controlling the boys. I know this very well. Your job is not easy, says Ian from Singapore, who says at the end, one last thing. I'm a Spurs fan. Ian, why do you watch us if you're a Spurs fan? But I'll let you off because you're nice about me. So there you go.
Andy, that'll be Ian Houlihan, won't it?
Will be, yeah. Sounds like it, yeah.
So you know it.
Ian and Gardner.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs fan. There you go. Any fans, welcome. We're welcome. Right, now listen, we've got Ollie on the show today. No, not the boss, but United fan, singer, songwriter, and a very decent amateur footballer as well. Olly Murs taking time to join us on a group chat. How you doing, mate? It's great to see you.
Pleasure. Thank you very much. Hey fellas, what's happening? You all right?
Thanks, Ollie, mate.
Hello, mate.
No, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you all. Thank you very much for having me on.
Now then, how have you been? We've asked everyone who comes on this show, how have you been coping in lockdown, which is now obviously easing, but how's it been for you for the last 3 months?
You know what? I think it's been like everyone's. I think it's been a very strange period. I've had good days, bad days. It's the uncertainty of when this was going to end, really, or what was going to happen after this. And I think it's going to take a long time, I think, for everything to kind of get back to normal. And, with my industry and my work, I mean, it's probably going to be one of the last things to kind of get going, really, because for us, being in the entertainment industry, it's all about the crowds. It's all about performing and singing, and a lot of TV shows have been cancelled due to what's been happening. But look, listen, I can't gripe. I'm in a very fortunate position to be in, so I just have to sit back and wait, and like everyone else, keep safe, see my family, and like everyone, really excited that the football season's back on. I've got something to watch now. Something, I was just saying that, when what you miss about live football or watching something for the first time, that you can ring up your friends and have a different conversation than, this is, we've just seen the figures on coronavirus, or, let's talk about, God, how bad it is right now. You know, it's going to be quite refreshing to have something exciting to talk about. And I think, I'm sure for all you fellas, you know, having these chats and be like, oh my God, we have football to talk about, goals to talk about, controversy, you know, VAR, there'll be a few issues with the crowd. It won't be the same. But God, we've got football back. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, this is show number 56, Ollie, and we've had nothing to talk about in the previous 55.
I bet David May has talked about the Champions League final in '99 every week.
We've covered all that.
So I'm just trying to think for you, mate. I suppose when we locked down, was the Voice about to be live? You know, was about to do live?
Yeah, we were just about to go into the semi-final and the final. And I was heartbroken for the contestants, because they've been working for 6 months to get to this point. So we've done all the preparation, we've done everything ready for the semi-final and final. So we were only 2 weeks from finishing. So, you know, they've had to go away, and I've been in contact with them all and just making sure they're all okay. But yeah, they're like us as coaches. We've got away. I think we're coming back in November. That's the plan. And we film it all in Manchester. So that's what I love about it. I mean, I have the perfect job. You know, I get to work in Manchester on The Voice, and then I get to, there's a game. I just as soon as filming's finished, I'm straight over to Old Trafford to watch a game. So it's perfect for me. But yeah, so it's frustrating. But like I said, it's the most important thing was people's health and safety. So we couldn't risk. I think there was potentially we could have potentially have done it at some point, but then when the lockdown really hit hard, we knew that especially Sir Tom being 80, he wouldn't have been able to. No one would have been able to have sat next to him or been close to him. So I think it was quite easy really for them to just cancel it. So we'll be back in November. So
you were due to be playing as well, Soccer Aid. Soccer Aid obviously. That was your. That you everyone remembers you from. Everyone remembers Jose Mourinho tackling you actually in Soccer Aid, but I mean that would have been great for you. Yeah. You love that, don't you?
No, it's my favourite thing. I mean, seeing all the players here, all the guys, who have played at Old Trafford, it's a very special place. So for me in 2010 to have got the phone call to come and play, at Soccer Aid, Robbie giving me the call and said, look, it was like the golden ticket. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I've got the chance to play at Old Trafford. So I've been lucky enough to have played there 5 times now. So this year I was just recovering from a reconstruction of my ACL. So I've had a 12 months recovery, and I was just literally come on, I'm ready for this game. And I was just been announced as the skipper again. So I was buzzing about that. But again, things got cancelled. But they are, we're hoping to do it. I think it's in September. I think, again, the dates keep changing, but they are hoping to get it back involved and back on in September. Whether it'll be with a crowd or not, I don't know. But I think, if there isn't or there is, just be great to do that for the charity of UNICEF, and hopefully, again, raise lots of money. And, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'm still training it every week. I might not look it by this chubby face, but I've been training 4 or 5 days a week, just trying to tick over. And basically, I'm in pre-season like a pro football player, but I'm a singer, so God knows why I'm doing it. But I just love football. I'm like everyone here that's chatting in the group. We're all massive football fans. I'm sure David May. I mean, don't look at the belly, but he's out there playing football every day in the garden, aren't you, David?
Absolutely. That's it. That's why you haven't got head and shoulders on me. Down here is just a 6-pack, mate. Just a 6-pack. Just hope.
Who are the best celebrity players, mate? And how serious does it get? How competitive does it get?
It really gets competitive. I remember when we had Martin Keown came and done one of the, and obviously in my Manchester United, the days when Arsenal were our biggest rivals, and I remember in the dressing room thinking, "This is Martin Keown." I remember the game at Old Trafford when he jumped in Ruud van Nistelrooy's face. I'm thinking, I'm not sure I'm going to like this guy or not. But actually, he was a gentleman, really, really, really nice guy. In training all week, he was so lovely. And then it got to match day on the Sunday. Oh my God, I've never seen nothing like it. I thought I took it seriously, but he came in the dressing room at half time, shouting at us, "You gave the ball away. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that?" I'm like, whoa, it's just a charity match. You know, why do you keep holding on to the ball? Pass it when you get close to the man. Why are you wasting the ball? And I'm like, whoa, Martin, chill. Jamie Carragher was fantastic as well, because I think anyone that's played sport or anyone that's competitive and you've been an ex-pro or something, anyone. I mean, you want to win. So when you're in that, I sort of after the first couple of soccer aids, I kind of realised, right, we need to step up as celebrities. So I would say the best celebrities I've played with, I would say Mark Wright, who plays with me on the left side. So he's always plays left back, top player. He played, he was pro until he was about 17, 18 at Tottenham. And then he got released. So it didn't quite work out for him. And then obviously he went into the career that he did. I always think Danny Jones is decent as well from McFly. There's a few of us really that are actually pretty decent. Ben Shepherd, amazing. The first player to get sent off in a charity match. He's nasty, but very, very lovely. There's so many. I could sit here all day. But yeah, some good players.
Ben, have you not got sent off in a charity match?
Yeah.
Did you really, Ben?
Yeah, I did, mate, yeah.
Come on then, let's hear about this.
Well, what do you think, Stu? Why do you think Ben will get sent off?
Verbals.
It was more of a case of the referee asked me to leave the pitch or asked somebody else to get me to leave the pitch rather than me actually getting sent off. I'm very proud of in a charity game, I must admit. But like Ollie's just said, it never leaves you that competitive spirit. And Martin Keown is a lovely guy, but he has got mad eyes, and when he shouts at you, you probably know about it.
No, you do. I mean, Jamie Carragher was another one as well, but Jamie Carragher was in the dressing room basically telling the whole, in front of all these ex-pros, that I was the best player and everyone needed to pass me the ball, and I was just sat there thinking, yes.
Could you understand him?
Then I got subbed off 5 minutes into the second half. Oh, it was a shocker. What did you say, Dave?
I said, could you understand him?
I could, yeah. Oh, yeah. But,
Ollie,
yes.
your manager, Mark, how are you going to deal with him?
Well, my tour manager, Mark's a Liverpool fan. So, to be honest with you, he's been quite downbeat. And I don't know if that's what Liverpool fans have felt like. But, I mean, if they're going to win the league, it's quite obvious they're going to win it. But I think a lot of my mates who've been in WhatsApp groups have been saying, like, yeah, fair enough, you're going to win it, but you're going to win it with no fans in the stadium. So I think it's going to be an odd time for them, definitely. But listen, I hate to say it because it's a Man United group chat. They deserve to win it. They've been the best team in the league. As a United fans, we can't. I know the rivalry is strong, but you know they've been the best team and they deserve to win it. And we have to now step up as a club and move forward and start rebuilding and challenge. That's the fire that I'd be saying to the players, or that's what I'd be feeling if I was in it. As a fan now, I'm feeling like, come on, we need to step up now. We need to drive on. We need to get better recruitment. We need to step up and beat them next season. I feel oddly sorry for my best mate, who's a massive Liverpool fan. I feel oddly sorry for him because I'm like, he's been waiting 30 years for Liverpool to win the title, and he can't even go up to Anfield to celebrate it when they do. I mean, I know I probably shouldn't be saying that in this kind of group, but you know what I mean. I do, as my best mate, I do feel for him because I've caned him for years.
Absolutely not a chance. Absolutely not a chance. Do not feel sorry for him because I don't. And every time he texts me, it's all about the verbals.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, he does have a bit of banter, but it's hard to do like family. I just feel, I don't know. But yeah,
I want to ask you, boys, what if you were picking a team, who would the midfield three? Let's say we go with the midfield three at Tottenham on Friday night be? All right. So if you were Ollie, so to speak, you were picking the midfield three for Friday night, who would you pick?
Pogba, Fernandes ahead of Scott. I think Scott do more of the sitting, breaking up, doing the nasty stuff. And then hopefully you've got, Fletch said it well the other day, with a little bit of a rhythm with Fernandes and Pogba, one going, one sitting, just sharing the workload. I just think the amount of creativity you've got with Rashford, who's obviously fit now, running off them. You know, as a forward, you'd love that behind you. You could run anywhere, he'd find you, and he'd chip in with a few goals. So, yeah, for me, mate, I think that would be my trio in the middle.
Yeah, Ben, if you had to pick a three.
I said it last week that I think his biggest issue is going to be whether he does include Paul Pogba from the start in a team that has done so well without him. We all know what a terrific player he is. And when he's on his day, there's nobody better. Certainly his range of passing is phenomenal, and obviously his engine as well. I think Scott McTominay and Fernandes are for me, are shoe-ins to start with. And then I think it is going to be a toss-up between Fred and Pogba, who starts in that other third midfield berth. It's a tough one for him, I must admit.
You don't think Matic was playing well, though, before lockdown?
Yeah. Really well. Yeah, he was doing really well. He was out in the cold, wasn't he? He was out in the cold, and then he came in and just stepped up.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got as much a chance as anybody to step.
He looked less leggy, weirdly enough. I don't know what he'd done during the season, whether he went away and did some training and got himself. He just looked a lot more sharper. He looked more with it. Maybe it was a contract dispute. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he didn't feel in favour. Maybe he felt he was on the sidelines too much. But I agree with Danny. He did step up when we needed him to. But again, you know, look at the midfield in the league. You know, it's mad that we're even sat here debating whether Pogba comes in the team. No, but weirdly enough, you shouldn't be debating whether Pogba and Fred should be in the team. It's Pogba all day long. But the problem with Pogba is you just don't know what you're going to get. And I love Paul. I think he's brilliant. What a footballer. He should be, I hate to say it, he should be up there with Kevin De Bruyne. He should be everything that we want. He should be scoring goals. He should be creating everything. He should be the main man. But again, we're sat here debating whether he should be in the team over Fred. I mean, if you go back to the Spurs game, I was there. I don't think it was this season. It was last season at Wembley.
Yeah, that's right.
Made that incredible through pass. When Ollie first took over, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
Made that incredible through pass to Rashford and he scored. I was there, just behind the goal. And it was incredible. Pogba had an amazing game that day. So if you're going to, like Ben said, if you want, you know, that is going to be the debate whether he goes with, I mean, he's away from home. I don't know. It depends what Pogba you get. If he's hungry and he's ready to go. Sorry, anyway, Wes, what's your three? Sorry, I'm chatting.
Mine's the same. It's like you've all been saying. I think Ollie he's going to have to try it in a proper game at some point, innit? And I don't see why not. He should just do it now, you know, from the off. If he feels Pogba's fit, ready to go, I do think that would be our best three with Scott, Fernandes and Paul. But, you know, and I'm sure every United fan wants to see it as well and wants to see it work. And that's what the big if is. So, you know, if that does get ticking and like what you said, Dan and Fletch, where they can work off each other, you know, not do everything on their own all the time. I think it could be an unbelievable sort of three there with obviously Scott sitting back. I honestly do feel a little bit sorry for Fred because I think Fred stepped up this season a little bit. But if you're asking him the three I would want playing, it would definitely be Scott, who has been, if not the best player all season until he got injured, Fernandes and Paul Pogba. And like Ollie's just said, if Paul's on it, you know, he's very hard to play against and in a way unbeatable. And we just hope he is.
Do you think, just a question for the lads, do you think if you was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you've just been on before lockdown, you've been on an 11-game unbeaten run, or what is it, 9 games, sorry.
No, 11, it is 11.
It was 11, yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, you want to make a real statement to this team of intent and say sort of, look, I'm the boss. Do you think bringing Paul in for this first game is the right decision to do, or do you think he sticks to his guns and says, well, look, I'm really sorry, Paul. You're going to have to prove your stripes here. These boys behind me, Fred, McTominay, Fernandes, has been my midfield for 4 or 5 of them games where we've been unbeaten. Does he bring him in just because we've had a good lockdown and he's back fit, or does he say we have to sit on the bench and come on and prove yourself? I mean, what do you do? I mean, he's a World Cup winner. We know what Paul's capabilities are, but does Ollie do that and risk the papers getting on his back by saying, you know, you've done Paul and all this Paul Pogba circus comes back? Or do you know, does he get a man of the match performance, wins us the game, and it all gets forgotten? I feel that's a hard one for Ollie to get right.
I think if Ollie brings Paul back in, then it will have been on merit because of what's been happening behind the scenes over in their training now. I think had he done it, had lockdown not happened and he brought him straight back in, then he might have had a bit of a problem because the midfield was performing well. But it's all, again, you say it's all down to his performance. You know, how well does, if Paul does come in, if he's performing well, then people say, oh, well, you know what, it was right that he came back in. So, you know, from his point of view, you know, again, that's why he's in the hot seat. He's got those calls to make, hasn't he?
Yeah, true.
I agree with Danny, to be fair, on that point, is that if you think about it, the lads have, how often does the same team start the following season that finished the last one? And we've had such a gap in between when we had to finish in March to now that a lot of dynamics can change in that time.
You know,
and I agree with Danny on that point, but definitely.
But you know as well as I do, if we go to Tottenham, we start with McTominay, Pogba and Fernandes, we lose the game 2-0. It's all going to be about Paul, isn't it? It's all going to be going, like, Ollie should have done that, should have stuck with Fred. I mean, I know it's a win-win situation. I'm sure if he went with McTominay and Fred and Fernandes and we lost, it'd be the same. But you know what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to say it's a weird balance to get right, because either way, you know, Ollie's got to manage this the right way, because it's going to be an interesting one, I think. It's a massive game against Tottenham, by the way. This isn't going to be an easy game. So, you know, he has going to have to get it right tactically. I've got to say, one thing I've loved about Ollie is that I think he's really stepped up. I felt like tactically in big games and some big moments, he's really impressed me by what he's done in the big games. And I'm confident. I am actually really confident that he'll make the right decision, wherever he goes with on Saturday. I know there's a lot of fans online that I don't know. I don't even think they're fans, to be honest with you. Some of the tweets I see about the club and the players and the manager, I just think it's just wow. But I genuinely think Ollie's got this. I think he's got tactically. I think we'll go into this game, I think, tactically amazing. So wherever he goes with, I'm pretty pleased. Sorry, question. Did any of you see online the? I don't know if this is true. You guys probably spoke about it. Is Mason Greenwood number 7, or is that just a myth or something? That I saw a photo online. It looked like he was wearing the number 7 shirt, and
he's 26, isn't he? So
I mean, I don't know if they just gave a 1 to 11 shirts out again.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, Mason Greenwood, by the way, he's going to be some player, no?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Listen, mate, we've gone miles over time, and we thank you so much. It's been great having you on, mate. It's been brilliant.
No, but can I just ask one question? Just going back on Mason Greenwood, because a lot of you must be at the training ground. Some of you have seen him play. Like, is he really the real deal? From what I've seen, he looks amazing. But what we all saying?
I love him. I've seen him play since he's probably 14 or 15, and he's always been better than his level. But he's got a humility about him that will make him get better and better and better again. So, yeah, for me, I've never seen anybody use 2 feet as well as him. You know, take free kicks, and I know a lot of people have said it, but you just got that something up there that makes him special, definitely. Yeah.
And just touching on Rashford quickly. I mean, what a great ambassador for the club to have a player doing what he's doing at the age of 22, but also for the young lads coming through to see, you know, the young football players, not just at Manchester United, but across the whole country. What a great, you know, idol for these young kids to look up to, what he's doing outside the game. And yeah, I mean, I've got so much respect for him. What a great kid. I mean, you know, 22, and you think, God, I remember when he played against Arsenal and scored in his debut, and I'm thinking he must have been 6, was he 17 then?
Yeah. I
mean, what he's done in 4 or 5 years is amazing. And like I said, I was really, I don't know, weirdly enough, even though I don't even know Marcus, never met him. I was really proud sort of like as a fan, just like, wow, what a player to have at our club, and what a great ambassador for the young kids like Mason coming through. You know, to see this young, humble kid doing what he's doing, going against the MPs of this country to fight for what he believes in, and it's just amazing. It's very powerful. So, you know, what a man.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
No, it's great to have you on, mate. Thank you so much. We
Pleasure.
Appreciate it.
What's the predicted scores? What are we predicting? Ben, you first.
Sneak it 1-0.
Whoa. Maisie?
2-0.
Wes?
2-0, Ollie, mate.
Oh, Danny?
2-1 repeat of the game earlier in the season.
Stu?
I'm going for 2-1 as well.
Oh.
We're all confident, aren't we? What are you going for?
Keep it short.
Tell the truth, Al.
Keep it short. I think 2-1 as well. I think it's going to be a tight game. 2-1. 2-1
Right. Thanks, mate.
Pleasure,
Great to
guys.
see
An absolute honour. Thank you.
Thank
Nice
you.
one, Al.
Cheers, Al.
I'll see you soon.
Take care.
Yeah, will do, mate.
MUTV@manunited.co.uk is our email address. Tomorrow, it's the final lockdown version, if you like, of the show. Amazing. It's basically come to an end, although we will be continuing, I think, when the season starts, but not every day, obviously. But so the final lockdown version of the show tomorrow. Make sure you join us for that. Boys, take care.
Stu,
Troops.
are you doing your forfeit tomorrow then? Final one? Sing a song?
Yeah. Yes, Stewart.
Don't make me sing a song. I can't
Stu,
sing a note.
Stu,
Can't do something else.
Listen, no, sing a song.
I can't sing.
Come on, for the boys. Doesn't matter, does it? It's only
Have
a
you
laugh.
got a magic trick, Stu? Anything?
Magic trick. I have to try and learn a magic trick.
Stu, you've got to give us a song.
Maybe a magic trick.
Come on, you gave it me. You gave me stick. Come
What
on.
have I done wrong anyway? Why do I need a forfeit?
You left the show.
Well,
You
for
left
one,
the show
but
without the permission.
I'm still on holiday anyway. I can't believe I'm. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, boys. Take care. See you, buddy.
See you later, Stu.